Hello everybody, it's Pineapple here. So I wasn't doing, a lot of content that talked about the brand new releases, but I am now. And so about a week and a half ago, we got revealed these brand new Horus cards, and I sat down at work and I saw them and I said, "Damn, those look nice," because everyone was posting these crazy end boards, but I hadn't sat down to read them. And then last night I sat down, I was playing some Edo Pro, and I encountered these cards, and I was like, okay, I should probably sit down and read them because everyone's posting crazy end boards. And that said, these cards are insane, and we need to have a frank discussion about them. So that's what this video is. So there are a bunch of like new archetypal level 8 extender guys. So let's get right into it. First up, we got Glory of Horus Imsikti. I'm not even going to try to pronounce these names. This is the dark one. That's all you need to know. It's a level 8 dark spellcaster with the following effects, which you can only use the second and third of once per turn. If you control Pharaoh's Sarcophagus, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only special summon it once per turn this way. You can send this card and one other card from your hand to the graveyard, add Pharaoh's Sarcophagus from your deck to your hand, then draw a card. It just draws you a card, puts something in graveyard that you would want in grave for cost. Proceeds to get the thing that lets you summon itself, just like a free +2, just crazy. If another card you control leaves the field by your opponent's card effect while this card is in the monster zone, you can send a card on the field to the graveyard. He's also removal if your opponent wants to interact with you. Like he's like the Kashtira monsters. Just get him out essentially for free. Go plus is removal. Just crazy card. This card reads like a custom card. I don't know what they were thinking with this card. This is the water one. Blessing of Horus Doma Tefnu. Forgive me if I am mispronouncing them. I'm very sorry. It's a level 8 water, and you can only use the third effect of this card once per turn. If you control Pharaoh's Sarcophagus, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only special it once per turn this way. It gains 1200 attack and defense for each Horus monster you control. If another card you control leaves the field by your opponent's card effect while this card is in the monster zone, you can draw cards equal to the number of monsters with different names in your monster zone. So if they remove cards from your field, just draw a whole bunch of cards. Seems good. They're all level 8 extenders. This guy's a little small, but there's no good rank 8s. None of those are any good. Ignore Photon Lord and Coach King and all those other good ones like Harbinger. They're not real cards, guys. Guidance of Horus Harpy. I can pronounce this one, which is very nice. He's a level 8 Wind Beast Warrior effect, and you can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. If you control Pharaoh's Sarcophagus, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only special summon it once per turn. This way, obviously, and if another card you control leaves the field by your opponent's card effect while this card is in the monster zone, you get to target your cards in either graveyard and or amongst either player's banished cards, add both to the hand, or shuffle them both into the deck. So, if they remove something, just like add back all your stuff. You can add back the spellcaster dark guy, and then use him again to draw more cards and send more cards. Just add back all your stuff. Why not? Ridiculous card. Protection of Horus. I'm not even gonna try to this. This is the Earth one. It's a level 8 Earth Winged Beast. You can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. If you control Pharaoh's Sarcophagus, especially from your graveyard, you can only special summon Protection of Horus once this turn this way. And if another card you control leaves the field by your opponent's card effect while it's in my monster zone, you get to activate this effect. This turn, your opponent and its monsters can't target Horus monsters for attack. Also, your opponent cannot target Horus monsters on the field with card effects. So, if they remove something, then everything gets protected. Just, like, what else do you want? Everything gets saved. Now the Sarcophagus itself. If you thought, oh man, the Sarcophagus, even if it's a vanilla, these cards are still kind of nice. It's also really good. Why not? So it's a continuous spell, and you can only use the second effect of this card's name up to 4 times per turn. Well, why not? Horus monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects that don't target them. So they have to have like a Raigeki. It just makes them super annoying. You can send a card from your hand to the graveyard, send a Horus monster from your deck to your graveyard. You can do that 4 times per turn. So discard for cost, send from then foolish up to 4 times. Just really good. So if you hard draw, you get to get all of the guys into rotation. Make some rank 8s. Really, really solid. And then once per turn at the start of the damage step, involving your Horus monster and your opponent's monster, you get to send the opponent's monster to the graveyard. Non-targeting, non-destruction removal. Always at a premium. It does come at the cost of the battle step, but that's insane. That's a crazy effect. All of your guys are then just removal spells on bodies. Just to, why does this exist? I don't know, but I'm not complaining. It's a good card. Guardian of Campos. Forgive me if I have once again skewered a name. It's a continuous trap, and you can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. And the first effect is once per chain. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can special summon a Horus monster from your hand or graveyard, and then you cannot special summon monsters with the same original name as the special summoned monster with the effect of this card for the rest of the turn. So, if they clear your board once per chain, just, get back all of your guys. Why not? This deck, these cards do everything already. And if this card is sent from your hand or field to the graveyard, you can set this card to banish it when it leaves the field. So it comes back too, just so fun. But these cards seem insane. I am not looking forward to playing against a deck that provides itself with targeting protection, makes some of the most annoying rank 8s you've ever seen in your life. The one benefit I think that I do see with this is that all of these die to every floodgate under the sun that is not named Tikapoo. But the fact that they could play Tikapoo horrifies me. My initial thought is that this deck these set of cards at least will be used at the very least as a very, very, very powerful rank 8 engine, or just played as their own, archetype. I think you would obviously play maybe 3 of the sarcophagus, because it's a full combo in and of itself. You just activate the sarcophagus, pitch your hand, send every Horus card to the graveyard, then overlay and make a bunch of rank 8s. And if you can plus out of the grave, that's fantastic. And then all of these guys will summon themselves when they're sent to the grave, just fantastic cards. They're all removal as well. With the sarcophagus, the OTK potential is out the window. You can recur all of them. If you have to pitch your entire hand, you can just go for Coach King, draw 3. These cards are ridiculous. I can't believe these exist, and I'm certain that just the initial thoughts that I have about them will be broken by someone who is far, far better at theory, craft, and combo than I am. But there's no way these cards aren't broken. They read like the next Ishizu cards, in my opinion, except you can also play them as a dedicated archetype. But I'm certain that, comboing them with something that wants to be in the grave, something like Orcust, just the first name off the top of my head. Obviously, I think Tyr would probably want to play these to a certain degree, just for the amount of, more control you get. It seems very nice. You can pitch like a Guido, Kelbeck. They just seem very, very good. I'm somewhat nervous about them, but I'm too excited for Age of Overlord to get, the big scary new cards that are going to be very strong. Bum me out because we're getting Arias. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, philosophical discussion about these new cards that are coming to potentially ruin the game. Ooh, scary, new cards. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.